Hello, everybody, and welcome to the final episode of The Color Out of Oz. Yeah, and Russ is here too. We are on True Colors. True Colors. We are down here on the Emerald City, but first we got to read some story. Before you lies the blasted landscape of Oz, as gray and desolate as the Gardner farm outside ARKHAM. See ya, buddy. You done? He's like, this guy's reading. Get me out of here. Only the loathsome color churning beyond the tree line gives any semblance of life at all here. Through the trial and tribulation, you have the means to repel the color, a method perhaps only possible here in Oz, and you must apply it to force to the entity to abandon Earth once more. Check the campaign log. If Mombi was subdued, read subtle changes. Let me see. Mombi was subdued! A hoarse cough directs your attention back towards the city gates. Old Mombi, the witch who once attempted to bend the color to her will, leans against the gate with Ozma and Glinda close behind her. Wait, she rasps weakly. And listen to a sadder but wiser woman. Mombi hobbles forward, close enough to clutch your shoulder, and speak with less strain. The spells I once wove, they had to flow them to them that reflected the color. Russ is making some noise over there. The magic of Oz, she glares resentfully back at Ozma and Glinda still, does not have the clue's quality. I wish for you to destroy the color, but for what it did to my body. Listen well. For the remainder of the scenario, the action ability on Act 1A gains this action does not provoke attacks of opportunity from color enemies. Skip to setup. That seems actually pretty damn good. Okay. Festering parasite. Pulses of light and energy emanate from the color as it rebuilds its strength for another assault. The clock is ticking. Russ, do you mind? Do you mind, Russ? Okay. When Doom will be placed on this agenda, instead place one Doom on the color out of space. At the end of the round, if there is one or more Doom among cards you control, test Brain 4. If you fail, move one Doom from a card you control to this agenda. Forced. If there are 14 or more Doom on the color out of space, we immediately advance. The color out of space. These all should have a Doom on them, by the way. He is massive, pervasive, each location with one or more Doom on it. While you're fighting or evading the color out of space, it gets plus X fight and evade, where X is the amount of Doom on the location you are targeting. And we got containment. So the color must be ejected at all costs. You must be absolutely sure that no parts of the color remains, and so your task begins with corralling the alien thing. Doom cannot be removed from locations. As an action, test any skill 2. Russ, do you mind? The monitor is not for scratching, buddy. It's not for scratching. Okay, I can finally get this intro done. Test any skill 2. This test gets plus 2 difficulty for each clue on your location. It's considered to be a test on a color card for the purposes of other game effects. If you succeed, move one Doom from your location to a connecting location. Notably, that's only for Act 1A. It's not for the whole thing. So if we go to future ones, he's going to always... We won't have the provoke attacks of opportunity clause on it. For each clue on your location, it's considered to be a test on a color card for the purpose of other game effects. If you succeed... When the investigators enters the heart of the infection. Okay. Well, there's one or more Doom on any other location. What? Alright, so I imagine this is going to make itself known how the text works. Because right now, it seems that we can never actually enter this location. But I imagine there's going to be a little twist that's going to come. And we're going to be figuring this out. So Doom cannot be removed from locations. Easy. While there is one or more Doom on any other location, investigators cannot enter heart of the infection. All right, I'm curious to see how we remove Doom We probably have to put it on our stuff, don't we? We're probably going to be, like, making us colorful or something. I mean, we're going to see. Maybe we have to put it on our companions. I heard you wanted some weapons. Doom on hard doesn't stop you. I know that. I'm curious how we're going to remove all this other Doom in play is what I'm talking about. Because that's what I'm curious to find out. Because right now we can't remove Doom from locations. And there's a lot of Doom on other locations. The act lets you move it. I feel like I'm going crazy here. Alright. Test any skill 2. This gets +2 difficulty for each clue on your location. It's considered to be a test on a color card for the purposes of other game effects. If you succeed, move 1 Doom. Ah, we have to move it to the heart. I see. I see. We have to get it all there. Move it to that one. Okay, that was the piece of the puzzle I was missing. So we just got to corral. That's the containment. Aha! Them going crazy. So we got to move it all in there. Okay. I'll just trust and go along for the ride. Mulligan those cards. Oh shit, we got a Paranoia in this deck. Honestly, I like this. I think I can remove the deductions. I think I want to keep these cards, though. But I really want to get... I really want to get... You really want to get a freaking Lucky Cigarette case. This feels like a how do I enter the secret library in there because of the past moment. It's true. What are you doing here? Oh, you're supposed to probably be in the deck, huh? I would have mulliganed these guys anyway, so I'm just going to throw them in. They would have been mulliganed anyway. I definitely would have not kept them. Likewise with you. I'll just throw you in. It's easier that way. I think we'll get rid of the breaking and entering. And hopefully we get a Lucky Cigarette case. 2 Faustians is kind of awkward. And the school pills. Okay, so this is not a great mulligan, but all we need to do is hit a Lucky Cigarette case, and we're looking pretty good. Okay. Give me... Give me this guy for free. And then give me Enchanted Blade. Give me a Hallowed Mirror. And then give me Soothing Melody. Healing 2 from Trish and shuffling it back into our deck. And then we get a draw card. Trish. Oh, do we want to do one of these? I think we do. I think I'll take the draw 2 cards on the Scarecrow. Totally fine with that. I think I won't fast this out yet. I'll do that next turn. I think I'm also going to take the Scarecrow. Well, first I'm actually going to play Lola, just in case we draw our weakness. And then we're going to use the Scarecrow to draw 2 cards. Yes! Okay. I'm going to play the Lucky Cigarette case. And we're going to drop a Faustian Bargain. And I have to take it all, Leo, I think. Do I? I probably do want to take it all. Was that like the 2 best possible cards? I think so. Very lucky draws there compared to Leo's. And Obfuscation is also really good. Alright, well, nope, sorry. I think for simplicity, We're going to just have another Doom counter down here. Alright, let's see what's cooking in this counter deck, shall we? Crumbling Wretch, Hunter Decay 1. Crumbling Wretch gets -2 fight, but +1 horror until the end of the next round. And then we also have, lowering my stats, please. Increasing my stats, please. A Spiraling Decay. Hey! It doesn't trigger the effect on him, though. It just removes the decay. I think that's the first time that card actually did something. Okay. This is a one-shroud location. It's the current scenario number. Just kidding, it's 8. Just kidding, this is an 8-shroud location. Thought it was the current act number, but it's the scenario number. Okay, well, I think we're gonna fast out the Obfuscation. And then we're gonna use... I think that's happening for sure. That's too much Shroud. So we're gonna have to move and get attacked, unfortunately. Because we can't discover a clue. I mean, we could. We can go 10 to 8. And hope? You know what? I think maybe Leo goes first. Here, let's just rewind a bit. Because I don't think we're getting those clues. These were just here because... why not? Alright. Give me combat training. And then let us punch this guy. You know, I'm going to tempt Fate 2. And we're going to try to draw our good friend, you-know-who, Tristan Botley. Okay. I mean, we'll attack this guy 7 to 4 with the Enchanted Blade. I'll take a damage. We're going to go again. 7 to 4. Minus X is the number of color cards of your location, including your location. So that is 2. So we'll spend a charge and nuke this guy. And then I think for our last action, I'm going to play a Survival Knife. Trish is going to try to evade this guy at 5 to 3, I think. Nice. Trish is going to play a Lockpicks. I don't think there's a reason for us to just go and get attacked by this guy because we can't evade him this turn. So I'm just going to actually also just drop down my Otherworldly Compass. And then we'll go Upkeep. Evil card. Attach Seeped into an asset you control. Attached card gains the color trait. As additional cost to trigger or activate an ability on the attached asset. Take a damage or a horror. You? I don't use you much anyway. Unstable Form. That's cool art. Put Unstable Form to play next to the agenda deck with 1 Doom on it. Doom on unstable locations continues to be on each color location. After you successfully attack or evade the color out of space, discard Unstable Form. Max 1. Okay, well, I mean, that's what we're going to have to do here, I think. I'm going to just leave that here. So Trish is going to venture into the Great Unknown. I think we're going to go into those areas first affected by color, long since cracked and bleached from the steady exposure. The least affected regions are close to the Emerald City, but still glowing with the same unnatural light. Trish goes right into the belly of the beast. After you discover one or more clues from Faded Glen, choose and discard... Choose and discard a card from your hand. Okay. Well, we're going to try to evade him. He has 3. We have 5. I can use this to get +2 to go 7 to 3. I'll ignore that. Okay, I think we let that slide, and we don't do this, but we successfully evaded him, so we get to discard this. And then I'm going to fast this card out. And then for my last action, we're going to go 10 to 3, but we're going to use some pills. We're going to use some pills. So 10 to 3. -3. So we succeed by 7. So I'm going to gain an additional clue because of my ability. We're going to grab a clue because of the lockpicks, and we're going to grab a clue because of this. So then we have to choose to discard a card from our hand. I think it's going to be the Faustian Bargain? I think so. But we got 3 clues. I also succeeded by 4, so we're going to look at the top 4 cards of our deck. Give me... I think I'm just going to take the Eureka. Okay, so what does this guy do? When he's defeated, attach it to your location and place 2 horror on it. Okay, sure. At the attached location. Sure. Yo, we're just gonna, I think, stab him with the enchanted blade? Yeah, we're gonna go 7 to 3. He is dead. We gotta draw a card. Oh, I should have drawn a card then. Finally, the Fang of Tirthrana. Okay. So we're gonna move up here. And then, you know what? I'm gonna investigate. We're gonna go 5 to 3. I'm gonna use the Scarecrow to help me on this one. No, let's use TikTok. 5 to 3. Let's go! I have to discard a card. Honestly, in this hand, in this economy, I think it's going to be Soothing Melody. How does this one work? Nice, okay. Let me go upkeep. Pretty good. Evil card. Tainted Eruption. Test foot 5. You fail to discard assets and or events from your hand with a total of X or more, or X the amount you failed by. If you cannot, take 2 damage instead. Ay caramba. Okay, well. Sorry, this decayed down, and I should not have discarded this guy. He should be here. And that decays down. Okay, so we're testing 2 to 5. Fail assets events in your hand with a total cost of X or more, or X is the amount you failed by. I think I would like to pass. So we're going to use the Frogman to help us. And I think Trisha's going to put in this in the shadows. So that puts us at 8 to 5. Nice. Trish draws. Unstable form. I mean, that's okay. That just sounds like another job for Trish as she moves into one of these other locations. I can see how this guy's going to just get crazier and crazier as it goes, though, especially once we get into the final location. I feel like there's a lot to go. There's a lot of setup until we get to the exciting part of the scenario, I think. Okay. Well, I think Leo is going to sweep. He's going to go 5-2. -3 if you fail after this test resolves. The color of the other space gains alert until the end of the round. We do succeed. So we're going to kick this one up to here, I think. So the chromatic cops. And then we can kind of like, I think, move and make a hard one here. I don't know the best way to do this. I like the map layout for it, though. It actually makes some really tough choices. You're going to have at least like one location with 3, unless we come around this way. I mean, we could kick this back here. I mean, Leo's going to have to help, right? Okay. Well, sorry. I also wanted to play you as part of my Leo ability, which actually should have been free. Leo's gonna move in here. After a card with decay enters the play at Luminescent Forest, that player that drew a card loses an action. Okay, do you retaliate? No. Alright, I'm gonna punch you. We're just going to punch you with the survival knife at 7-3. Yeah! Get that out of here. Okay. After you successfully attack or evade the color out of space. That goes here. What's the shroud of this location? It's 3. Alright. Well, I think Trish moves into this location. Trish is going to get an attack of opportunity to investigate with the lockpicks. And we're going to go 11 to the game's 3. I'm going to just choose my location. Thank you, though, game. But notably, we have 13-3. So we get a look at the top 10 cards of our deck. I'm going to do the Eureka first. Give me the breaking and entering. And then we'll look at the top 10. I think I'll take the gold pocket watch. And we'll grab an additional clue because of our ability. I think the last thing we'll do is we'll test 5-2, and I'll use this to get +2 foot from Frogman again. He's with the assist, so 7-2. -3, cool. So we can kick this Doom up here. And then we go upkeep. Have to remove some of these. So this goes down, this goes to 1, and then this gets discarded. Is each investigator at this location? Cool. This goes up to 4. And then we go Leeched Away. Put Leeched Away into your threat area. Deal 3 damage to each investigator at this location to discard Leeched Away. Spend a resource. Hey, I see an action in a resource tax. And I say, you know what? It could have been worse. Column of color. Hunter retaliate. When it attacks you, take 1 damage or horror for each other color card at this location, including its location. It's not very cash money of you, game. Okay. Oh, sorry, we had to add a curse. Well, I think Leo's going to spend a resource in action to get rid of this. And then we're going to engage this guy, and we're going to attack him. I think just with the survival knife, we're going to go 4... 7, 8 to 4? That is pretty good. Yeah, we'll go 8 to 4. Yes, he'll take 2 damage. All right. I mean, I'm going to play the gold pocket watch. That's why we're here. And then I'm going to move into this location. Well, there's a treachery. Oh my god. While there is a treachery at Scarred Hollow, so while there's a treachery in the threat area or play area of Investigator at Scarred Hollow, it gets +2 shroud value. Broke my leg over the weekend. Holy shit, that sucks. Definitely gonna try to learn how to work Tabletop Simulator. I mean, that's a great idea. That's a high shroud. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure we want to evade the color out of space. And I'm going to use this to go 8 to 3. There are 2 color cards at my location. 6 to 3. I mean, 3 is pretty good, but we're gonna push our luck. On our last action, we're gonna lock picks, going 10 to 3, 12 to 3, 9 to 3. So we get a look at the top 6. And I want my other... I think we're going to take the Burning the Midnight Oil. Let me grab 2 clues. Okay. This enemy is going to attack us. And we're going to do this, I think. So we're going to go 10 to 4. All right, he is dead. I'm going to draw 2 cards. And then we're going to go upkeep. This guy's going to stand up. And then I think I'm going to skip the Mythos phase. We're just going to skip the Mythos phase and we're going to go right back into it. So this gets +2 difficulty for each clue on your location. All right, well, Trish is going to try to evade this guy. We're going to go 7 to 3. I think that's just an easy place to start. Nice. He's evaded. And then we're going to lock picks at 10 to 3. -3, so we have 7. So we do succeed by 4. I suppose give me this one. I don't... That's the card I want. I don't know. I mean, I could grab the deduction. Maybe we just grab the deduction. Yeah. Okay. We'll grab an additional clue here. Then I think for our last trick, we'll hop up into the Warped Woods. While investigating Warped Woods, X is equal to your remaining sanity. So 5. All right, we just got to take some horror, and then we're going to be A-okay. I think Leo is just going to be... Oh, sorry, we had to add one more curse. Leo's just going to be on garbage duty. So Leo's going to move in here. Leo is going to attempt to sweep some stuff into the center location. Take a bunch of horror, then cheat death. Oh, now we're talking! All right, so we have 5, 7 to 2. Oh, sorry, I also could have played you for 2. I would definitely have done that because you are an ally. So we're going to go 7 to 2. Kick that in there. And then I'll use Dorothy to ready this, and then we're just going to go 7 to 2 again, I think. Cool. Awesome. I mean, the power of the compass there for sure, right? All right. Oh, sorry, we should be at there. Well, it's nice while we drew you once, Elder Sign token. All right, this guy stands up, and then we go 5. Evil card. Desiccation. Attach desiccation to location. Attached location gains the color trait. Decay 2. Deal 3 horror. Oh, this should be gone, by the way. And I'll add the curse token. You know what? No, I won't. I'll just discard this guy. We're doing pretty fine for soak and stuff. This is gone. Deal 3 horror each investigator this location to discard desiccation. Yeah, that's okay. You know, you can desiccate the scarred hollow as much as you want. And Trish draws Contaminated Citizen. Nearest location with 1 or more cards with decay X. After you deal damage in excess of Contaminated Citizen's health, deal 1 horror and remove 1 horror from each card of your location. Okay! Okay, I think Leo's going to move up here. Leo's going to punch this guy. We have 7 to 3. Pretty comfortable. That does not exist. That does exist. Nearest location with after you deal in excess. Cool. So we use the survival knife, so he is dead. And then... with our powers combined, I can do anything I put my mind to. I have 5 to 6. Actually, we kind of want him there. I kind of want him there. Call me crazy. I'm going to try to evade this motherfucker. We're going to go 4 to 2. He doesn't have alert. He's evaded. And you guys say Leo can evade. Well, to that I say good day to you, sir. Good job, Leo. I know I had this blanket for Russ earlier, but it's so cozy. I feel like it's a nice winter morning. And I have this nice cozy... Okay, Trish. Let's lockpicks. We have 10 to 5. Rookie numbers. I'll use the perception. We'll go 12 to 5. Hey! 9? So we succeed by 4. I'm going to draw a card, but I'm also going to grab those clues. I'll take the justify the means. Okay. I'm going to kick the doom away, I think. We're going to go 5 to 2. We'll go 7 to 2 with the boon companions. Once again, using the frog, the #1 guy. Cool. This will get kicked. I'm actually going to kick it over here. I think that's the right play. And then with my last action, I'm going to move into the chromatic cops. Don't forget the card from Perception. Thank you. I actually did forget about the card from Perception. Okay. So there should be 2 Doom here. After you reveal Cultist, Tablet, or Squid at Chromatic Cops, take a horror. Sounds great. Honestly, I've never felt better. Alright, upkeep. We're at 6. So, what do we place on this agenda that place Doom on? I do like the way that Beard is making it so that the Doom doesn't matter. This is like Doom Threshold Part 2. Alright, what do we got? A guy! Test foot 5. If you fail, discard assets and or events from your hand with a total cost of X or more. Honestly, I'm actually pretty chill with this. Use the multi-upkeep game key? No, I don't know what that is. I use this button that says upkeep. That's all I know. I'm actually... So what do we discard? I'll use this. We'll go 7 to 5. Frogman, don't let me down. Frogman, you let me down! Of X or more. So I can lose... Events? Assets or events? I can lose the lockpicks, I think. Okay, how do we want to do this? He said all nuzzled up in his blankie. Options, game keys, let you use bind hotkeys for new functions. Yeah, so I've said this before. I can't, the hotkeys, a lot of the keys that I would use on my computer for hotkeys are eaten up by OBS and streaming. So, I don't, unless I buy a Stream Deck and have like an extra thing to start doing that, I'm just not using hotkeys because I don't have the key space for it right now. I mean, this is pretty simple, right? Sorry, we stab this guy. That's 7 to 3. This should be down to 1, by the way. Oh, no, it's not that simple. We have to do it next turn. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we stab this guy 7 to 3. I'm using the charge when I succeed. No, stop! Alright, this guy's gonna go here. Okay. I think I'm gonna... I gotta draw a card as well. I think we're going to play the machete. And then I'm going to Faustian bargain and just gain 5 resources. Trish is going to spend 2 to play a breaking and entering. So we go 10 to 4. 7. So we succeed by 3. So this guy's evaded again. We're going to grab 2 clues. 1 from our ability, 1 from the breaking and entering. And this is going to come back to my hand, but we are going to look at the top 4. I guess give me the Eureka. I also could take the Shadow Agents. I could take the Shadow Agents and discover 1 less clue. Actually, I'm going to take the Shadow Agents and discover 1 less clue and use my ability to evade the Shadow Agents instead. I think we're going to do that, because that is actually the correct order in which that happens. We'll then use the Otherworldly Compass to investigate. We have 5 to 2. And I think for my last action, I'll burn the Midnight Oil and go 5 to 4. Might as well. Cool. Alright. This is going to pop. This is going to go down to 1. You know what? And then we got to go upkeep. Seven of 14. I believe we are halfway there. Right. I think that's okay. I think we're going to want a Leo to get rid of that. Put Pooling Hooves into play next to the agenda deck. When a color enemy would enter the discard pile. Right. Yes, this scary card. I'm going to put that next to Leo because he's more likely to have to use it. Alright, well, Leo is going to hop into this location. And we're going to attack him at 7 to 2 for our second action. 7 to 2. I will ignore that. And then we will get rid of this. 7 to 3, sorry. So 7 to 3. And then for my last action, we're going to go 7 to 2 to try to sweep this in here using our good friend, the Tin Woodman. And that gets swept in there. Okay. Don't forget the damage from the attack. I suppose it will be relevant, won't it? It probably is going to have some sort of something on it occasionally, right? All right. I'm going to fast in. You should be in my hand, brother. I'm going to fast in an obfuscation here, and then I'm going to use it to investigate at 10 to 4. Nice. We're going to grab this clue. I got to succeed by 4, so we'll look at the top 4. I will take the Eureka. And then we'll try to kick these in here. One of them, Frogman's going to help, so we're going to go 7 to 2. You do not exist. We'll take a horror. We do pass. And then I'll go 6 to 2 with this Eureka. We'll take another horror, getting that much closer to our cheat death. Look at the top 3. I guess I'll take a Promise of Power. I'll kick that in there. All right, so next turn we can enter here where the giant god is. He's big, and he's huge. All right, upkeep. I have to lose a card here. I think it's realistically you. You're the one I'm least likely to play. Before I flip that, that's some hot tech right there. Yeah, that's a good call. Move this over here so we don't get like a million clue tokens. Merging with Doom tokens. Yes. We don't have an easy way to get rid of things, so this is just going to be an Ancient Evils, I suppose. Holy crap, we're at 9? Okay, I think we want Trish to enter first. So Trish is going to walk on in. Alright, when an investigator enters, we must immediately advance. Slowly but surely, the enhanced emerald prisms drive the color from the blanched woods to a single spot. The entity conglomerates once more in a shifting mass, larger than any you've seen before. Your grip tightens around your tools and you advance to finish the fight. Each investigator loses all their clues. Remove all clues from each location other than the heart of the infection. See you later, 14 clues. Okay. Your companions follow your lead. As you battle to eject the color as your battle to eject the color enters its final stage. Your journey from the first steps on the road to Oz now ends with the full brunt of the color focused on you. Throw everything you have at it. Remove 2 player damage on the color out of space and spend player clues as a group. Remove 1 doom from your location. Increase the cost of this ability by player damage or clues if there's 2 or fewer doom on Heart of the Infection. What is that math equation? Okay, so it normally costs 4 damage or 2 clues. To remove a doom from your location. I increase by player damage, so it turns into either 6 damage or 4 clues if there's fewer doom on Heart of the Infection. At the end of each investigator's turn, fully replenish the clues on Heart of the Infection. Okay, that makes sense. If there's no doom on Heart of the Infection, you must immediately advance. I think this guy should be gone, by the way. Okay. When you activate the first lightning bolt ability on Boon of the Companions, choose up to 2 companion assets instead. That's kind of sick. Alright, so what we're also going to do is I'm quickly just going to copy these. And we're just going to like move a bunch over here. Alright. After you successfully attack, evade, or investigate a color card at Heart of the Infection, the color of the space cannot attack you during the next enemy phase. That's pretty sick. I'm Trish, so it doesn't matter too much. But that is kind of sick. So this gets +1 shroud for each doom on it. So it currently is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shroud location. Pretty big numbers, pretty beefy, not gonna lie. But they are not too beefy for our good friend Trish Scarborough. We're going to break and enter. And I think I'm gonna do this to add like 10 book. So 4 book. So we're at 14 to 6. Good numbers. Here we go, auto fail. You do not exist. 11 to 6, so we succeed by 5. Oh, I meant to commit my fucking deduction to that. That's okay, we'll just go all in on the second one, I suppose. So that's going to come back to my hand. And we're going to grab a clue and an additional clue because of our ability. Evade this man. I am then going to use our lockpicks and we're going to spend some school pills on this. So we're going 10 to 6. So I actually can remove 2 clues as well to do doom. So I have to do this whole math equation again. Increase the cost of this ability by if there are 2 or fewer doom. That's a little bit. That's a lot of math for my brain. All right, so we're at 10 to 5. We're going all in on these deductions. We're going to go 13 to 5. If you fail, it gets retaliated until the end of the round. All right. So we're going to discover a clue from this, 2 clues from that deduction, and then a clue from this deduction. And I mean, I'll spend them to remove 2 more. Okay. We're gonna get rid of the Leached Away. And then it's Fang of Tyr Thra time, boys. Choose enemy name reveal location. I'll move to that enemy's location. Before resolving this attack, you may move. Add your foot to your fist that deals +3 damage. Okay. Well, I have 7 to 4. I'll go... You don't exhaust. I'll go 11 to 4. Nice. So this guy's going to take 4 damage, putting him up to 6. And then, I mean, I'll remove 4 damage from this guy. To remove another Doom. And then I didn't come here just to Fang of Teethra once. We're going to do it twice. So we're 7 to 3, which is pretty good. Yeah, he'll take another 4 damage, going up to 6. Which in theory, actually also I can remove all that damage to remove another Doom from this guy. So now we need 4 clues. At the end of each investigator's turn. Holy shit. Okay. This guy's going to stand up and we're going to go upkeep. Ten of 14. All right, that was a pretty good effort there. I was a little bit worried about the Doom. I feel a lot more confident now. Lose half of your resources. Well, thank God we just spent, like, all of them. Well, there's a card, a chromatic aberrations location with the X gets +1 fight and gains retaliate. Okay. You should be back in my hand. Okay, well, I think we need our 4 clues, and that's not too hard to get. There's only 1 card with decay. We don't want to kill this guy this turn. Okay. Well, we're going to break and enter. For sure, we're going to break and enter. So we're going to go 10 to 2, which is a lot lower than what it was before. -3. So we have 7. We succeed by 5. I'm going to check it out. Let's see what's cooking in this kitchen. Give me the card that is going to impact the game the least, but I just like having 2 cigarette cases in play. It's kind of fun, isn't it? That's going to be coming back. All right, so we're going to evade you. I'm going to evade you with my ability, and we're going to grab a clue. We're then going to use the compass, which is now a 0 shroud location. So we're going to grab a clue with Lola. And then we're going to investigate at 5 to 0. We succeed by enough to actually all take this lucky cigarette case, which is kind of fun. So grab a clue. And then I'm going to lock picks at 10 to 2 for my last action. You don't exist. Actually, you know what? You can exist. So 6. So we succeed by 4. Give me that cheat death. It's finally time, folks! I grab a clue. And then we can spend the 4 clues, because that's what the math turns into. Yes. We can remove the last doom. So then we must immediately advance. The focus of the emerald prisms clashes against the alien glow of the color in a staggering display that nearly blinds you. But with one final maneuver, the bright green light carves deep into the impossible mass. A shockwave suddenly shoots out as the color blasts upward, knocking you off your feet. The spectacle at the Gardner farm where the color departed in a rising column is repeating, only magnified 100 times. You scramble to your feet, a task made far more difficult by the train shattering and rising up in the incredible event. The departure will cause considerable damage when you are nowhere near safety. Place 2 doom on each color location. That's a lot of doom. Okay. Tendril and arcs of the color shoot out as the infectious entity rockets skyward. Your only hope of surviving this event is to flee to the magical barrier at the Emerald City. As initial cost to leave a location, for each doom on that location, you must spend an additional action or take 1 direct damage or 1 direct horror. Choose 1. Cheat death. Cool. I guess I'm cheating death. How much does it cost? 1? Perfect. As usual costs for you must either take a direct damage or direct horror. I mean, Leo's gonna go like 1, 2, 3, right? And just take like 3 direct damage. You have to actually get defeated though? That doesn't seem that hard, does it? Like if I just draw 2 cards, I die, right? Oh yeah, there was 6 doom. Yeah, thank you. It's 1 of each. That's fine. Okay. I'll lose half my resources. This guy's going to stand up. Go upkeep. 11 of 14, you're standing up as well. Evil card is a column of color, sure. Sure. Okay. So I just need to take when you would be defeated. Okay, so I just need to like gain a resource, which deals me 2 horror and 1 here. And then I will go, I have 1 more there, I think. Oh no, I was gonna take any. We're going to gain another resource, which is going to kill Lola from the first attack, and it's going to defeat me from the second attack. I'll play Cheat Death. So I'm going to disengage from each enemy, engage with me. I discard all cards in my threat area. Oh, you discard all cards in your threat area. That's fun. I'm going to heal 2 damage and 2 horror. That should actually be a 1 and 4. Yeah. Then I move to any location, and I'll take an additional 2 direct damage. It's my turn. End the turn. Remove this from the game. And then Leo is here, but it's Leo's turn, but we're going to just advance. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that cheat death would actually have been our get out of jail free card there? I think we could have definitely done it otherwise, like no problem. But that was just the, like, it was like Chekhov's gun there for sure. You charge headlong through the shattering countryside, leveraging your strength and wits to stay out of reach of the wanton destruction. Minute after grueling minute until at last you clear the crumbling tree line. Your companions keep frantic pace, helping each other from falling behind and rushing with you through the open gates of the city. Ozma and Glinda focus their magical power to seal the gate behind you, just in time to block a tremendous blast of alien energy. You lie on the cobblestones of the city street, breathing heavily and staring up at the sky, finally able to witness your victory in the retreating color. Resolution 4. I don't know. I just feel like I actually didn't beat the color there, you know? I feel like I've lost. I feel like the color is about to, like, go nuts. It looks like he's everywhere. All right, resolution 4, but we'll see what that says. Ozma and Glinda focus their magic on the city's defenses as the barrier shimmers wildly. Loose stones levitate and the city buildings rattle from the cosmic event of the color's spectacular ejection. Your eyes are forced shut from the blinding glare and you grit your teeth from the ambient dissonance until all at once it ceases. You open your eyes once more to the dim and ashen landscape of Oz. No unearthly hues flood your vision, no sinister glow lingers in the cracks and crevices of the broken landscape. Only stillness remains. Like the ash after a volcanic disaster, the faint aura of hope is slowly building. The survivors of Oz erupt into an exhausted but enthusiastic cheer as they cluster around you and your companions, heaping congratulations and praise onto you. Gratifying as it is, your mind and body both yearn for some simple rest for the first time in who knows how long. You've certainly earned some. We're going to record that the color has returned to the depths of space, and we have survived the color's departure. So I guess we did defeat it. So my read of it was right. Each investigator takes one physical or mental trauma from the final confrontation with the color. Each investigator records victory X, but we win the campaign. Yeah, I don't know how that people can't describe this color. It's purple. I've seen this color before. It's purple, chat. That's purple. I think H.P. Lovecraft, not saying, you know, needs to get his eyes checked, but all right. Read the following only if the investigator survived the color's departure. Days pass as you recuperate from the arduous campaign against the color. Though driven out, the alien influence will leave scars that may never fade on the mind, body, and land of Oz. Ozma and Glinda focus on restoring life to the fairy country, but their magic is no equal to the color's unknowable nature. You endure many forgetful visitors and well-wishers, but your recovery seems fastest when your only company are the few valiant citizens of Oz who also fought and survived alongside you. Dorothy in particular spends as much time as she can seeing to your swift recovery, having grown quite fond of you over the harrowing adventure. The time at last arrives when you are summoned to Ozma's throne room, but not to a grand ceremony. The Queen of Oz sits with a serious expression with Glinda aloofly beside her. Further words cannot express our deep gratitude for undertaking this fight, Ozma states serenely, and we will do everything in our power to repair should the color ever return. This is the path before us, but your path is for you alone to decide. We realize that you may have obligations outside of Oz you must attend to, and we shall return to you at once. However, if you wish it, we also welcome you to stay in Oz as a full citizen. With the color gone, the magic of Oz will hide it from the world once more, and there will be no return. I mean, I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but the vibe I'm getting from Oz this entire time is a crazy hellscape that I don't want to live in. It actually seems like a circle of hell. So I'm going to go home. It seems nicer. So I'm going to tap my shoes together. I'm going to say there's no place like home. While Oz may be endearing in its own ways, there are terrible evils that still haunt the world, every bit as horrid and destructive as the color out of space. There are few like you that have the strength of mind and body and the willingness to seek them out. And without your contributions, the world may soon fall to another cataclysm already building now. The assembled elite of Oz give you many fond and tearful farewells before Ozma and Glinda at last weave the magic to transport you in a blink of an eye back to your home in ARKHAM. You will never forget your adventure in Oz, but there is work to be done. You'll never, starting with an explanation for the Miskatonic faculty about your findings, what became the rest of the expedition anyway. Remove each Oz asset from your deck. Yes, I will miss Frogman, though. He's pretty cool. So sick. That was a cool campaign. I liked it. Achievement list. Let's go. Did I do any of them? Lola Hayes, Min, Gloria, Calvin, Dorothy. During the same test. That's really fun. School pills, quick study, and higher education. Hey, Time Roller, how's it going? Peer pressure. Successfully attack an enemy at Hammerhead Hill using Sledgehammer or Cyclopean Hammer. Oopsie. Good God. Oh yeah, no, me, myself, and I, that's funny. Hey, win the color out of Oz without crossing off any companion names. We did one right at the end of the list. We did it. That's a great addition. Yeah, Nothing to Chance definitely seems fun too. Yeah, no, that was a cool campaign, and I think I think the replayability would be really fun. Looking back, there were a lot of scenarios. There was only actually like one scenario I think I didn't enjoy, which was the war scenario when like the massive enemies were attacking Oz. But overall, I think it was really neat. It was fun, and I'm excited to do a replay of it sometime. The decks also were both a blast. The Trish deck was pretty gross. And we crossed off some cards off the Play All Card Challenge today, so I'm happy about that. But Beard, thanks for designing this. You know, it's super sick. Thank you for all your designs you have done. And if you're interested in playing it, you should definitely check this one out. It's a good time. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. That is the end of Oz. Have a great one. Huge thank you to all of our patrons. And as always, a GG's.